Yo, what is good, y'all? It's Yai, but I'm back with another video. And in today's video, well, technically tonight while I'm recording this, it's really late while I'm recording this, but this is probably gonna come out sometime tomorrow morning. I know that I already did like a reaction, like right as the banner had been announced or whatever, but I just wanted to do like an in-depth full banner breakdown for the new 1000 Blood War mid-month banner with Kensei and Shinji. So we are basically just gonna hop right into it. Just a should you summon video, basically. I kind of just want to talk about this now. Spoiler alert, if you're not a GQ sweat and Shinji or Kensei are not your favorite characters, I am just gonna say first hands, do not summon. If you're a beginner account, like I said, some people may really like these characters and want to go in for them. Go ahead. If these are some of your favorite characters, no problem with summoning for them. That's what this game is all about. If you're a GQ sweat, you're definitely going to want to summon for Shinji, especially, I'm just going to get into it. So, the banner, well, obviously, these are, your two main characters, Shinji and Kensei. Shinji being tech, Kensei being heart. And we are just going to hop right into it. So, before I even talk about the characters, I just want to show you all the banner. This banner is a very GQ heavy banner. Now, I know when I had reacted to the banner initially, I had kind of just brushed past. I was like, oh, Ikaku's trash. Yu-Gi-Oh's trash. These units are not trash. I completely forgot. These are good GQ units. These are definitely good GQ side units. Just like Akon is a great GQ side unit. Just like Orihime is a phenomenal GQ side unit. So yeah, this banner is really good for Guild Quest. This is why I would say, like, I know I said newer players, you may want to summon for this, if these are some of your favorite characters. If not, if you don't care about Shinji and Kensei, new players, stay away from this because the fillers are not great and new players are really not going to be focused on Guild Quest. Honestly, the only characters with any real benefit to new players would, I believe, Jushiro's Pots. I know Mila Rose's Pots. Mila Rose is a good farmer, but there's just better farmers like Senju, Tensa, etc. Akon, good side, and then he's a good farmer, but you're really not going to be using Akon for farming. He's only really for GQ. And then Ulk is still good DPS. Xiaolong is not good. Like I said, Ikaku, great side auto nad unit for GQ. I'm like I said, I'm not the best person for information, but I'm not entirely sure if this Shunsui is for GQ. I'm 90% sure that he's NAD, so I would definitely assume that he is a GQ character. Like I said, Jushiro farmer. Mayuri is really the only one. Well, no, him and Xiaolong are the only ones in this banner I'd say have no use. Jushiro's pretty mid. Milaro's good. Ulk, Akon good, and good side units. And then I believe Shunsui is a GQ unit, but do not quote me on that. So, just getting into our main two units. Okay, no, before we do that, I know I'm all over the place, but before we do that, if you're interested in summoning, it's a good banner format because it's less orbs to go in deep. Like, so it's a 5-star guaranteed on step 3, 5-star guaranteed on step 6, so 3, 13, 6, 16, and then on steps 10 and 20. So you will be getting a guaranteed 5-star earlier than you normally would. Like I said, I believe it is less orbs than the typical, like, 25 step up banner or whatever. Also, pity on this banner. So if you're going for like 5-5 for whatever reason, yeah, you should have a pretty good chance at getting, one of these because, yeah, looking at the format, one new 5-star. So you are guaranteed one of these characters at step 10 and step 20, as well as a pity ticket at step 25. So you could get really lucky. Let's say you want Shinji. You go all the way because Shinji's like your favorite character in all of Bleach. You go to step 10, you get Shinji. You go to step 20, you get Shinji. And you get the pity ticket and choose Shinji. That's like 3 steps where, 3 steps to where you're guaranteed the character you want. Not guaranteed. It's a 50-50 chance on steps 10 and step 20. But if you were to get him, that'd be 3, like you'd pull him 3 times out of 3 multis. And then you have all, like another 22 multis to pull the last 2 copies. So no individuals because of the banner format, which is fine. It's a very good banner format if you want a character. Like I said, literally guaranteed a character at step 10. I know I went crazy reacting to these last night, but that's just because I'm a Visor fan. If I had the orbs, I still would probably skip, just because they're not anything insane. Like, Shinji's good. We're going to get into Shinji, and that is exactly what I want to get into now. So, enough yapping about the fillers, enough yapping about the step-up format. Good if you're going for the characters. Fillers, okay. Like I said, very GQ-centered banner, but we are just going to get into their skills. So, when it comes to Shinji, Shinji's the prize of the banner. He is Soul Reaper affiliation, and Captain and Hollow. No, he's Captain and Hollow affiliation. What am I talking about? Yeah, Captain and Hollow affiliation. I almost said that he is Captain and Hollow killer. Like I said, my brain is just all over the place. Captain and Hollow affiliation, which is cool that he is double affiliation, and he has Squad 0 killer plus. So he replaces Macy for range Squad 0 GQ. He will be better than Macy. He's better than Macy in basically all facets. Like, if you don't have a 5-5 Macy or whatever, like, Shinji is going to be kind of a necessity. Especially, like I said, GQ sweats are foaming at the mouth over this man, because if you don't have Macy duped out, you're kinda not screwed, but like pulling him will just make it so much easier. Like, if you have him even 1 out of 5, and especially if you have him with his focus slot, this man is going to absolutely shred through ranged Squad 0 GQ. But he has his sweet special move. I would show the footage right now, but I didn't pull it up, and you know, I definitely could have gone more in depth. But if you guys want like footage or whatever, obviously it's on the BBS channel. His strong attacks are cool. I'm not a big fan of his kit just because I don't really care for his SA1 or SA2, but I really do like his SA3, and his soul bomb is one of the coolest soul bombs in the game. But he has the status element spiritual pressure boost plus 40 soul trait. I think Masaki has the same one. I think Tetsuzaimon has the same one. He has Sprinter plus 1, Havoc of 20%, and Freeze Duration minus 100. His attainable skills are a Bruiser of 50%, Berserker of 50%, Devastation 70, Frenzy plus 2, Debilitator 5 seconds, damage to confused enemies. I believe that on his strong attacks that he has, I believe he inflicts, what does he inflict? He inflicts confusion, and it's something else. I cannot think of this right now, but I know he for sure has status elements on his strong attacks. He inflicts confusion, so he confuses the enemies, and then it's something else that I'm just completely forgetting about right now. Probably should have looked that up before the video. But like I said, Bruiser 50%, really good skills, weak in defense, increased status element chance against Soul Reaper. So he will be proccing his, like, he will be proccing confuse, he will be proccing everything that he already has, like, often. He's going to be inflicting status elements quite often. Has guard break, which is very hilarious, because I saw a comment about this, how the new 1000 Blood Rush Soifon does not get guard break, but mid-month Shinji gets guard break. Anyway, that's just funny. It's completely fine. Status element spiritual pressure boost plus 80%. So Shinji, I'm hearing that he is the second best technique character in the game. I'm not going to argue with that. I believe he is definitely better than Swimsuit Bambieto, who I love, near and dear to my heart. But he's definitely better than her, especially for GQ, like range squad 0 killer, range squad 0 GQ. He is just going to be an absolute dog. He will help you through that a ton. And like I said, GQ sweats are definitely going for this man. So one of the best units in the game. Well, he's probably not top 10, but he is top 3 in his attribute minimum, top 2 likely. Obviously not going to be better than Grimmy. I don't think we see a unit better than Grimmy until probably end of year, hopefully end of year, and even then, because of just how OP Grimmy is, who knows, he may still be like the strongest unit in the game. But I'm just predicting we definitely get a stronger unit than him for end of year, considering the trend that it seems to follow. But enough of Shinji. Like I said, second best tech character in the game, most likely. Amazing. If you like Shinji a lot, summon. If you're a GQ sweat, summon. If you have the orbs, and just like I said, I mean, like I wouldn't just say, oh, summon on this banner because they're so broken. Like, Shinji's broken, but you can afford to skip for sure. But oh yeah, here we go. So he has, oh no, these are not his skills. This is Kensei skills. Let's look one more time at Shinji's skills. So yes, it's confused and weaken. I'm so sorry that I did not think. I could have literally just read. But yes, he inflicts confuse and weaken. So yeah, if you can inflict a status element, you can confuse the enemy while dealing even greater damage. So he's just going to be doing tons and tons of DPS, considering that he's going to be inflicting status elements literally all the time. This is such a, like, I would love him. I would love to pull for him, because I know he's so much fun, man. I was hating on his kit and said it looked a little boring, but I can just tell this man is going to be fun. Like, bro, slap long stride on him, slap SP on him. Like, I'm weird. I like to put long shot on all my units. I care about GQ, but I just pull him and just use him for, like, point event. Use him for just anything because he looks awesome. I love Shinji, but thankfully I have the original Can't Fear Your Own Words Shinji. But enough of that. Yeah, like I said, inflicts, confuse, and weaken on his strong attacks, and will be doing tons and tons of damage, and is broken for GQ. So that's, you know, I went into Shinji for a long time, but that's because he's the real prize of the banner. And now we're gonna get into my boy Kensei. So 1000 Blood War Kensei gets shafted. He is a side melee nad GQ unit, captain and hollow affiliation with hollow killer. He did not need to be a hollow killer. I was hearing people say that he probably could have like been really like even better if he had like an Arankar killer or whatever. But yeah, just kind of sucks. Now I was thinking about this, and I love Kensei. I know people are like, what, you like Kensei? Because I've said this before, and people are like, nobody likes Kensei. I like Kensei. I don't care what people say. I love the visors. Kensei, love Kensei. But I'm not gonna whine about him being not being SP like I did for the longest time, because if you think about it, Kensei is like all fists. Like Kensei is just bam, 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 bam. His Bankai, like his special move, bro, it's just him beating like the enemy's head in, bro. So it makes perfect sense why someone who is a, like, you know, up close, like in person, like close combat, fists, like he fights with his fists. I cannot say the words right now, but he is a, like, you know, hand-to-hand combat fighter. There we go. Hand-to-hand combat type guy. So it makes perfect sense why all of his units are like melee nad. Like I said, it sucks that he's not SP, but from like a lore, you know, from like what he is in Bleach, it makes perfect sense why Kensei would be a melee nad unit. Now, the problem isn't really that he's melee nad. The problem is that they shafted my boy, and he's kind of doo-doo because he is, like I said, side nad GQ unit. So Kensei can inflict weaken with all of his attacks except his second strong attack. Nobody cares about his strong attacks. Damage taken minus 21. Yet again, kind of sucks that they gave him this. You know, he could have been normal attack damage plus 30, which would have been awesome, because he could have just been a good link. Like, now he has no use outside of GQ. He's not even a good link. Well, no, he's not a good link, because I mean, he'd be a good link for like Maninas, I guess, but other than that, like, they could have made this man PvP. I know we just got a PvP Sajin, but imagine if we had a meta PvP Kensei. Would have been awesome. I know some people don't care, like I said, but I really would have loved that, because, you know, would have actually gotten a use out of him. But he has only Frenzy +1, or no, Frenzy +1, what? He has Flurry +1, I meant, not Frenzy, I'm sorry, y'all. Flurry +1, which kind of, Sajin has Flurry +3, and then he has Flurry +2 in GQ. He's a booster, long reach 20, enhancer, bruiser 70, team party captain, normal attack damage +20. So yeah, he is a auto nad melee side for GQ. There's not really much to go over with Kensei. He's cool. I like him. You know, would have liked for him to be SP. Wouldn't have even cared if he was melee nad, as long as he was just like a really good nad unit, because the best nad unit in the game is 2 years old and is still tech chair Aizen, and he's ranged. So I don't think Kensei, even if he was like really good, would have replaced him. But it just sucks that they kind of shafted Kensei. So not really much I can get into with him. He's just kind of mid, very disappointing. So overall, I know I said it earlier into the video, and I'm just kind of repeating myself, but I would fully recommend skipping this banner. See what end of month is for sure. If you want one of these characters, if you want to go 5 or 10 steps, I would still, like I said, just wait to see what we get for end of month, because with the point event being called Superstars Entrance, that leads me to believe we are getting a the masculine for end of month. Now, me personally, I know that's a guaranteed skip, but a lot of people have been waiting for, you know, they've been waiting for mask, they've been waiting for a superstar unit, and I can't deny that he will be awesome. So he's also probably going to be really good. So, like I said, I would definitely skip unless you're a GQ sweat. And even then, I would wait to see what the end of month banner is, because my prediction for that, and I will do a prediction video going more in depth around the time of the banner, you know, about to be revealed. But spoiler alert, I think, and I'm not original for coming up with this, I've just seen people saying it, I think we are getting a Bankai Rose, a Bankai Renji, and a the masculine for end of month, which, easy skip, by the way, for me. I would only probably, like me personally, I'd probably do like the discounts on Rose's individual because I love Rose, and then just skip. But yeah, if that's what we're getting, they're likely to be really busted, probably have EX moves, and probably be some of the best units in the game. But overall, like I said, this banner, in my opinion, is definitely a skip, and I hope that this video could help you guys if you were thinking about summoning, seeing, are the fillers any good? How are the units? So yeah, Shinji, real prize of this banner. Everything else, very heavy GQ banner. I would definitely skip, and I will see you guys in the next one.